This is Steve Jewin for MMA Mania. This interview with Justin Gaethje was recorded on September 28th, 2016.
Hello?
Justin!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's Steve Jewin from MMA Mania. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm ready.
All right, well then let's get right into it. You're fighting Ozzy Dagulubkov, October 7th, World Series Fighting 33, Kansas City Municipal Auditorium, Kansas City, Missouri. How are you feeling about the fight right now?
Oh, man, right now it's my last peak week. Feeling horrible, man. Just kidding. I mean, this last week is always the hardest. My body is just so drained, but I'm ready to get in there and then put on a show. I've been training my butt off for about 13 weeks.
It's been a long camp. You've been quite ready for a long time, I'm sure, so it's got to feel good knowing that it's just a little over a week away now.
Absolutely, yep, I'm ready.
Has it been a more difficult cut? Because it sounds to me like maybe you got a little bit bigger since your last fight.
No, actually, I'm a little nervous I might be too light. I eat like four or five big meals a day, and I'm staying hydrated. I just have really been pushing myself. I've been running at least 2 miles every day on top of 2 other 1 hour or 3 1 hour workouts I do every day. Traveling an hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays to go spar at a different gym to get some different looks from different guys. So I'm just a little tired, a little worn down, and I'm ready for this rest week.
I know with that much training and that much running, you're just shedding the pounds anyway. It's just melting off you.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's hard to keep it on right now.
Well, don't worry. It's almost coming to an end soon. But what do you think about Ozzy Dagulubkov as an opponent? How do you rate him?
Oh, man, I think he's tough, man. He's got some power. He's got not the best technique, maybe. He needs space to do most of the things that he does. But, he does. If he catches you at the end of his punches or kicks, it's going to hurt.
He does have a pretty good record of finishing fights. 75% of his wins come by knockout or submission, 4 of 1, 2 of the others. So where do you think he's more dangerous, standing or if it goes to the ground?
Oh, heck, I don't know, man. With MMA and 4-ounce gloves, I mean, if you got power, you always got that chance to catch your opponent on the button. Wrestling-wise, I'm a Division I All-American, so if I want it on the ground, I'll take it there, and if I don't want it, then I'll definitely stop him from taking it there.
One of the things that impressed me with his last fight with Nick Heron-Webb is that guy is a very dangerous submission artist, and he was not afraid of that. He went in there for all 3 rounds and didn't seem like he was in any danger of getting caught.
Yeah, I mean, he stays in really good position now. He doesn't really do much from the top. He doesn't look to create space to land big punches necessarily. He'll land 1 or 2, in a round, but he really does a good job of staying close to your chest and not letting you get up. So, I think it's boring personally, the way that he fights. So, I definitely won't let it get there.
Well, that's about the first time I've actually heard anything close to smack so far, because Ozzy was very polite when I talked to him. He had nothing but nice things to say about you, and I really just couldn't stoke the fire, so to speak. I'm going to let you do that. No,
I mean, I'm not talking shit. I mean, you've seen, I don't know if you've seen some of his fights, but, the ones where he doesn't get the knockouts, he just lays, he doesn't do a lot on top. So, you can call it talk crap or whatever, but, I know I'm ready. I know he hits hard. I know he's going to want to take me down. I know he doesn't like to get hit. I know he loves when his opponents give him space. So, I'm going to deter all those things.
Well, he's not just elusive when it comes to not opening up space on the ground. He's also elusive when it comes to presenting himself as cocky or egotistical. Like, I asked him, what is he going to bring to the fight that none of Justin's opponents have seen before? And he said, I'm going to bring him Ozzy. That's what he's never seen before.
That's true. Hey, I hope he's so confident. I hope he's ready. I hope he brings it to me and comes out there to fight me. I'm ready, man. I like making money, and one of the sure ways to make money is when I get an opponent that wants to come in there and scrap.
I know we've joked about this before in previous interviews, but having checked around before I called you today, I see you finally got a page on Wikipedia after all this time.
I did.
It's about time they acknowledge somebody who's undefeated and a 4-time defending champion. It was long overdue.
I agree, but, the MMA community isn't, I wish they did a better job of paying attention to the other promotions outside the UFC, but it's all right with me. Some of the top news sites in the world have me, in the top 10 in the world. So I know I'm appreciated in at least a small group of the real MMA fans, and that's all I care about.
And like Ray Sefo said when I talked to him last week, you're on a pretty big platform when you're on NBC Sports and the NBC Sports Network. It's not like you're not getting out there and being seen.
No, World Series is done. I'm so happy with them, and the effort they put forth into to get me out there and get me new fans.
Speaking of new fans, Kansas City, it's a new market. What do you think the reception's going to be like?
Oh, I'm so happy to be. I love fighting in front of new people. I love showing off. I love all of that part of it. I love being under the lights. I thrive under the lights. So we'll see how many people are there. But however, if there's 1,000 people, it'll be louder than 1,000 people I've ever been before.
And I imagine probably a lot of Justin Gaethje fans are going to be making the drive out from the West out to the Midwest for this one as well.
Yeah, I'd assume so. I'm from Arizona originally, so those guys ain't driving. They'll be flying. But, I know I definitely, at least a group of 5 or 10 guys that are going out from here in Colorado and heading out there. I think it's about an 8-hour drive. And I got some veterans coming up from Texas. They're going to drive up, make the trip to come watch. It'll be their first fight that they've got to see. They're a group of Purple Heart Wounded Warriors. It's called Heroes Baseball. They go around and then try to just provide an outlet for service members returning, and they play baseball. They love playing softball, baseball, and different kind of tournaments. And so I've got some of them some tickets, and they're going to drive up and watch the fight.
That's fantastic. Is that something you put together yourself?
It's something I do myself. I usually, after every fight, I've given them, I think, two pairs of gloves, a pair of shorts to raffle off. I usually try to pick one foundation, and it's usually with veterans that I like to work with, and either give them my gloves if they're having an auction, or like this, they told me that they could make it. I told them I'll get some tickets for them, and I haven't talked to World Series. I'm not sure if they're going to give them to me, but I'm fully just buy them all. Tickets are $20 to $50, so this is a killer deal. If you're in the area, you better go get some tickets.
Pack that Kansas City Municipal Auditorium and fill it to the rafters for this fight, because it's not just you having a title defense as well. David Branch defending the light heavyweight title against Benny Magalhaes, so it's a really big 1-2 punch.
Yeah, shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The whole main card is stacked. You got Jason High, you got Firmino versus Foster. That's fireworks right there. As long as Foster don't get taken down every round, that also will be boring. But Jason High will fight. I think Zaffarino always brings it. That guy loves to fight.
Well, speaking of those 4 guys, one of them could end up being your next contender, and you fought Foster before, so it sounds like you maybe don't want that fight again, but I know Jason High very much wants to fight you.
And I very much want to fight Jason High. So, hey, I have one thing to worry about, Ozzy, and, say I lose right now, I got a rematch, so I don't really care. I'm going to try my hardest and give it 100%, and I will be content with that, whether no matter what the outcome is. But yeah, I hope, obviously I want to get the win. I want Jason to get the win, and I really, really want to punch him right in the face. He just talks a lot of shit, and he's another wrestler. Like, these wrestlers, I don't understand where they're coming from. It's not like he's got a couple knockouts, but once they feel this power, Ozzy doesn't like to get hit, so once he gets hit, I see him trying to take this fight to the ground.
Yeah, that's funny, because that's one of the things I talked about with Ray Sefo, was that you're a wrestler and everybody knows your wrestling credentials, yet time and time again, when we see you get in there with other wrestlers, you're not taking them to the ground, you're looking to light them up.
Yeah, I mean, no way. This is a different sport for me, and, I love, like I said, I like to get paid. You could be 15-0 with, some boring decisions, and you are not going to be getting paid in this sport. That's just not what people want to see. And especially if I'm fighting another wrestler, I know, sure as hell know I'm better than them on my feet. So we'll see. One of these days I fight someone that just outclasses me on my feet, then we'll see some. I need to actually get back to slamming some people. I had like 2 or 3 knockouts in my early career from just slamming people, and those are always nice. You're like, they about get you the armbar, and then they hit the ground, and then all of a sudden the fight's over. So those are always nice. But yeah, I got the best coach, Trevor Whitman. I'm getting better every fight, and I'm ready. I seen Ozzy brought Luis Palomino out, so I'm pretty. They might have like a group of 16 guys out there that I beat already. So hopefully they can come up with something good. And they got Greg Jackson. Greg Jackson is smart. I'm pretty sure Greg Jackson is his quarterman. That's what I'm excited to get paid. I'm excited for the challenge, and I'm also excited to fight against one of the best coaches in the world. So we'll see how he game plans for me, and I'm excited to see that.
Well, Greg Jackson's an exciting man, too, because he's constantly yelling during the entire fight anytime he's there cornering. You can't not hear him.
That's all right. Ozzy will have no time to listen. I put the pressure on people. If you're not ready to be under the fire, then, it's going to be a bad night for you.
Now, I know you've got Trevor Whitnam, Grudge Training Center on point, but you said you'd been splitting your time and getting another look at another camp, so where else have you been going?
Yeah, not necessarily split my time. I still do all my, but just one day a week I go up to Trials MMA in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I spar with them. Just like I said, different looks. They got about 20 guys in there, 155, 170 that are great sparring partners for me. So yeah, I really like to take care of my teammates. And once I get in this shape right here, it's hard for me to back off. And I like a fresh guy. Like I went up there last night. I went 5 rounds in a row, and I had a fresh guy every single round. And I was done after I ended up losing for sure. I go there to lose, so I'm training hard and I'm ready.
Well, you get the losing out of the way before the fight, and then you go in there and win. That's all you do.
Yeah. Hey, I try my hardest. I've lost plenty of times in wrestling. I'm not scared to lose in fighting. It'll happen one day soon, or sooner or later. So I'm just going to keep performing 100% to my ability and try to get paid.
Do you think there's the possibility at any point that you'll have run through every lightweight challenger more than once in World Series? Do you think they're ever going to run out of guys for you to face?
I mean, I've already had a rematch with Paul Amino. That dude was just crazy. And no, I mean, I don't think I'll get to that point. They'll eventually, they just signed Jason Hine not that long ago. That was before they signed him, and we were already in the situation where I was about to have to fight guys over again. So, hey, there's plenty of lightweights out there, and World Series is a great place to fight, a great platform. They pay you good money, so I don't think I'll ever have a challenge fighting new opponents.
Every now and then we hear guys in other divisions say they want to go up and face you. Like, I've heard Marlon Moraes say he'd take on anybody at 145 or 155. Now, that seems like a big jump, but what would you think if that fight came your way?
Oh, man, I don't even know. I'm so concerned with Ozzy right now, and no, I don't even worry about going up or going down, but if anybody in the world wants to fight for my belt, then, they're going to be hurting.
Well, it seems like a lot of guys think they can be 2 weight class champions. Boy, we're seeing that right now with Conor threatening to take Eddie Alvarez's title.
Yeah. There you go. Business is business, man. UFC's kind of on his nuts a little too much, but he's making a shit ton of money. He brings the fans, he brings the excitement. So he deserves every penny he's got. I don't blame the UFC for doing it, but yeah, as a fighter, it's like, gosh. But hey, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it either. He definitely should relinquish that 145 belt, though. Pissing a lot of people off. He's never going to make 145 again.
No, that's what I said to my co-host. I'll say it here right now. I read an article right here on our own website that said Jose Aldo told UFC either release the title or release me. I don't want to stay if I can't fight for the title.
Yeah, I read that too. He said he ain't no whore.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, man. Hey, we're independent contractors. If I don't feel like I'm being respected or I'm not being respected and held to the highest what I think I'm worth, then yeah, I mean, you have to make a decision and speak up.
That's true.
For the longest time he's been like, I'll just take whatever, I'll sit here and fight whoever, but you end up getting screwed when you do that.
Doesn't sound like you're in any danger of getting screwed anytime soon. And plus, you keep telling me how happy you are every time we talk. So it doesn't seem like World Series of Fighting is putting you in that position where you feel like, damn it, I got to get my respect.
No, I speak up. If something's on my mind, I'll call them right away. And Ray Sheffield is a fighter. So, I call Ray Sheffield with the concern that I have, and he's going to, whether he agrees or not, he's going to contemplate on what I'm saying.
That's one of the things I like about Ray is he's a fighter himself and he knows fighters. So he's been in the position that everybody that's in World Series fighting, he knows what it's like. He's been there and done that. Yeah,
he still wants to do it. That dude's crazy too.
No doubt about it. But hey, let me get your final thoughts. Ozzy the Gulab Gob, World Series of Fighting 33, October 7th, Kansas City Municipal Auditorium. What do you want to say to wrap it up to get people into the building for this fight?
Oh man, I don't gotta say much. You know how I fight. This will be no different. I'm bringing it. I'm gonna bring it until one of us is asleep, hopefully.
Would you be bold enough to go on record and say it'll be a first-round finish, or is that predicting too much?
Oh, I don't do predictions, but hell, I hope it's just like the last one. Kick him like 3 times and he quits. But no, I don't see it going like that. I think last time those were just some very, very good and, semi-lucky kicks. Timing is everything for me. I mean, that dude his leg was straight whenever he was punching, so he was just waiting to get his leg chopped off. But I'm sure that Ozzy is working with Drake Jackson is not going to come out there with straight legs getting kicked like that. No, I don't care if it's – I'm ready. I don't know if my heart can take it for 25 minutes, but I'll go until it stops.
We'll see if it goes to that, but hey, if you get out there with the leg kicks and start chopping away at the wood, I did kind of warn Ozzy, there's 2 guys with leg kicks that I wouldn't want to stand in front of, and that's Justin Gaethje and Edson Barboza. I wouldn't want to take them from either one.
We'll see. Hey, he broke a dude's arm with the kick last fight, so he got some power in his legs, too.
No doubt.
But one thing I can guarantee, I will not allow him space.
That's true. You will
engage. Bet on that.
You will make it exciting. You always do, Justin. So I hope it's
Absolutely.
a great fight, and I want to give you this chance to plug any sponsors before I let you go.
Yeah, my main sponsor is Fusion Vapor, Virus Stream, and I got a couple of them. I'm kind of so focused right now, I don't even know for sure. I know that Fusion Vapor helps me, every camp, every fight. They're my biggest sponsor, and I'm so thankful for them. So first and foremost, Fusion Vapor, and then thank you, Steve, for having me on.
It's always a pleasure, Justin. And hey, any of those other sponsors, they'll be on the banner in the Decagon anyway, so people will see them there. And
absolutely.
October 7th at the Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. Justin, thank you so much.